Hi, my name is Steve, and today I want to talk to you a bit about weight loss and how your emotional health really plays a role in uh, making weight loss much easier and more effective and lasting. First, a little bit about myself. I've been into the natural health care field for about 15 years. I'm very fortunate to have some brilliant friends that I've learned a lot from. If you're familiar with Jorge Cruz's belly fat cure diet, one of my friends, her name is Dr. Cheryl Townsley. She's a nationally known naturopathic doctor. And you'll notice that Jorge Cruz recommends Barlean's fish oil and different things like that. Cheryl Townsley is Bruce Barlean's personal coach. In fact, she does all the executive coaching for the people who work for Barlean's. And so that's the connection there. But what we're talking about is, if you're trying to lose weight, have you ever noticed that being healthy and losing weight and eating right and all these other things just seems really effortless for some people? In fact, it's almost hard for them to do things that would cause them to gain weight, and it just seems natural for them to do things that produce a healthy, vibrant body. Well, I want to give you an example. An example is of a thermostat. In your house, you set a thermostat, and say if you set it at 75 degrees, when the air temperature in the house starts going above 75 degrees, what happens is the air conditioner kicks on and is designed to bring that temperature back down. Similarly, if it starts getting too cold in your house, right, after a bit, the heater kicks on and brings it right back up. Well, you know what? People have emotional makeup too, and people's emotions and their underlying, the way they're just set up and the way things have been put in place over the years through life experiences, act a lot like that thermostat. Not just for weight, for really everything in your life. But let me give you an example. If your emotional thermostat regarding weight is set at, say, 150 pounds, okay? For you, 150 pounds is safe. You can easily see yourself there. It's where you belong, all that type of stuff, right? Now, if at 150 pounds, and you're very stable at that, right, emotionally, if you see your weight start to increase much, right, imagine there's a rubber band there, and that starts creating tension between where you're comfortable at being emotionally and where your actual reality is. And as far as that gets away from where you're comfortable, it creates tension and it's going to pull it right back down here. Similarly, if you weigh 150 and your weight's just dropping, right, there's tension being created and it pulls you right back up here. So say if someone's 200 pounds and they want to weigh 150, right, 200 pounds and they want to weigh 150, but they haven't changed their emotional makeup, right? Tell you what, they can put a lot of effort, and it's going to require a lot of effort. They're going to start exercising. They're going to start eating right, buying different groceries, right? And it's just, it's forcing it. It's creating tension there, right? And they're working hard, though, because they want to be skinny, but you know what? Boom! It's going to come right back, and it creates a really difficult situation. And what one thing I do for people is help them work through their emotional makeup to identify a lot of the core issues that they have to weight and weight loss, or to success in general in life. Identify them and shift them. And what we're talking about is changing your basic emotional health from one of force to one of power. That's in David Hawkins' book, Power versus Force. The basic thing is, when you're operating emotions of force, force always pushes against something. When you push against something, it creates counterforce. It creates strife and division in your life. It requires constantly to be fed energy. Does that sound familiar? Does your process of getting healthy seem like that? You're like pushing. There's always conflict, and you're working hard, and it's difficult, but you're committed, right? Well, when you're operating in power, power has a lot more to do with courage and neutrality, willingness, acceptance, reason, joy, love. And there's a lot more rest. but there's a lot more power too. For example, gravity is really power. The most dramatic example is Mahatma Gandhi, who operated in a lot of power, came up against the British Army, which operated in a lot of force, and guess what? The skinny Indian guy won. So that's kind of some of the basics. What we do is we work through changing your emotional health so you're operating more in power. Then we help you decide exactly what you want to create and why it's important to you. If you know what you want and it's really important to you, then you can make some changes. And when we've worked on that a bit, you go through and you test for certain things. Testing for emotionally, okay, I'm okay with doing it. I'm really willing and able. It's safe for me to. It's good for me to. I want to. I believe I can. I can honor it. I'm worthy of it. I can be supported by others in it. Things like I'm ready to embody the new. I'm okay with letting go of the past. What you're going to find is there are probably some key emotional issues for you that are holding you back. And when you can identify and release them, all of a sudden, doing what you know you need to do becomes much easier. And that's what leading a powerful life is about. Anyways, you can contact me on my website. I'm happy to do a brief phone consultation with you and answer any questions you might have about this process. And would love the opportunity and honor of working with you. Thanks.